using keyword research to explode your results. Before we go any further, I would just like to talk a bit about keyword research. And essentially what this means is if you have a site that's on dog training, rather than just creating a page on a Parasite somewhere called dog training, I'm going to strongly encourage you to take some time to think about the phrase that you're going to pick. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. If I go to Google, the world's most popular search engine, and type in dog training, a ton of stuff comes up. Obviously, there are a lot of websites out there about dog training. That's no good. If I were to go out and build a lens on dog training and just called it dog training, of course, some people are going to see it, but what I want to do is I want to try to rank in the search engines for these pages that I'm putting up on my Parasite host. So I strongly encourage that you do some keyword research. What this means is finding keywords that are going to be a bit longer. So rather than dog training, I could say something like dog training in Chicago. Now you can see a lot less results come up. If I put this search in quotes, it's going to tell me how many times this exact phrase appears on the internet. This phrase only appears a little more than 7,000 times on the internet. That's very low. So that's pretty cool. If I had a business in Chicago that was dog training, that would say to me, hey, you know what, I can shoot for this. Now, on the same token, if I look to see how many times dog training appears on the internet, it's wow, 12 million. That's a lot. So if I go through and make a lens on Squidoo or a hub on hub pages, I want to target a keyword phrase that's going to be longer, less generic, and of course, one that has less competition. So you might be saying to yourself, how am I going to do this? Do I have to go out and buy an expensive tool? You certainly can, but I want to suggest one that's free to you. It's called Matt's Free Keyword Tool, and you can find it there at mattsfreekeywordtool.com. There are several free videos that also come with the tool that show you talk in a bit more detail than I'm talking about here about how to do this keyword research. Essentially, it talks about two situations that you want to avoid, and the first one would be having keywords that have too much competition, because this essentially means that you will not be able to rank high enough. The second problem is if there are not enough searches. So going back to what I suggested before, if I tried to make my lens about something like dog training in Chicago this afternoon. Okay, well, you can see that there is nobody competing for that phrase. So if I build a lens on that and somebody typed that in, no doubt I would come up first. However, how many people are going to type that in a month? Probably nobody. So that's a pretty good example of a bad choice. So again, you want to find that sweet spot. You want to target keywords that don't have a lot of competition, but people are typing it in. So again, how do you find this out? Well, this keyword tool will show you how to find these keywords. You can just go to the tool and type in dog training, and it's going to produce a lot of different keywords that are related to dog training, and then it will analyze those for you and tell you the ones that have the lower competition and also the decent amount of traffic. And you can also use this gauge to kind of figure that out. So once you have a good keyword phrase, then you can build your page around that. So I'm going to encourage you to do that and come up with some good keywords, because even though it's going to take you some more time and you might be chomping at the bit to get out there and start building your own Parasite pages, I want to say hold on and do this research, because it's going to result in the pages that you create actually ranking well, and that's going to result in more traffic, which of course results in more sales.